A faceless YouTube channel made over $50,000 last month, posting AI-generated finance videos. No face, no expensive gear, no finance degree. And the craziest part? Most people watching those videos have no idea the entire channel is being produced using AI tools in a simple, repeatable system. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how creators are producing finance content in bulk using free tools like ChatGPT, Canva, and 11 Labs, and why this strategy is quietly becoming one of the most profitable YouTube channel models right now. And before you assume this is some rare success story or a lucky break, understand this. These channels are popping up everywhere on YouTube. No personal brand, no influencer lifestyle, no talking head, just simple, clear finance videos being uploaded consistently. Most people don't even notice them until the channel suddenly has hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And by then, it feels too late to copy them. It isn't. This is the part most people completely underestimate. The finance niche on YouTube is absolutely exploding. And here's why this matters to you. Finance content consistently ranks among the highest-paying niches for ad revenue and affiliate commissions. We're talking about topics that people desperately need help with. Personal budgeting, investing basics, credit repair, side hustles, cryptocurrency explanations. The demand is through the roof, and it's only growing as more people realize they need to take control of their financial future. Finance content also has something most niches don't: urgency. People aren't watching for entertainment. They're watching because rent is due, debt is piling up, or inflation is squeezing them. That urgency translates into higher watch time, higher ad rates, and higher affiliate conversions. That's why even relatively small finance channels can quietly outperform much larger entertainment channels when it comes to revenue. And this is where almost everyone gives up. But here's the problem that stops most creators dead in their tracks. Traditional finance content requires you to be on camera, explaining complex topics with authority and credibility. You need expensive equipment, perfect lighting, and the confidence to speak about money matters on the internet. Most people think they need a finance degree or years of experience before they can even start. That's exactly why 90% of potential creators never take action. What most viewers actually want isn't credentials. It's clarity. They want someone to explain money in a way that finally makes sense. And that's where faceless content wins. You let the visuals, structure, and examples do the heavy lifting instead of your personality. Here's where the entire game flips. What if I told you there's a completely different approach that eliminates every single one of these barriers? What if you could create professional-looking finance videos without ever showing your face, without expensive equipment, and without being a finance expert yourself? That's exactly what we're diving into today. This approach removes fear from the equation. You don't need confidence, charisma, or authority. You need a system. Systems don't hesitate. They don't overthink. And once built, they scale far faster than personality-based channels ever could. At this point, everything starts to make sense. The secret lies in understanding something most creators completely miss. The most successful faceless finance channels aren't trying to be the next big personality. They're focused on delivering clear, valuable information in a visually engaging format. Think about channels like The Infographics Show or Kurzgesagt. They never show faces, but they have millions of subscribers because they've mastered the art of visual storytelling. Finance works perfectly with this model. Numbers, timelines, comparisons, and before and after scenarios are all easier to understand visually than verbally. When visuals carry the message, viewers stay longer without even realizing why. To give you a real example of how powerful this model can be, there's a small faceless finance channel that started posting simple animated videos explaining budgeting and credit scores. No host, no personality brand, just clear visuals and short explanations. Within about 8 months, the channel crossed 300,000 subscribers, and several of their videos passed 1 million views. The reason it worked wasn't personality, it was clarity. They made complicated financial topics incredibly easy to understand. and YouTube's algorithm loves that. Now, here's the unfair advantage most people still haven't realized. Here's the game-changing realization. AI tools have reached a point where you can automate almost every aspect of video creation. We're not talking about generic robot voices and slideshow presentations. These tools can research topics, write scripts, generate visuals, create voiceovers, and even help edit the video. The quality has become so good that most viewers can't tell the difference between AI-generated content and traditionally produced videos. AI doesn't replace creativity, it removes friction. It eliminates the slow, boring parts of creation so you can focus on structure, clarity, and volume. And volume is what allows YouTube's algorithm to finally work in your favor. Let me show you exactly how this works step by step. Let me walk you through the exact system I use to create unlimited finance videos, and remember, every single tool I'm about to show you is completely free. This isn't some course pitch where I reveal the good stuff behind a paywall. Everything you need is available right now without spending a penny. As we go through this, pay attention to how each step feeds into the next. None of these steps are complicated on their own. The power comes from stacking them into a repeatable workflow that removes decision fatigue entirely. This is where smart creators stop guessing. Step 1 is content ideation and research. This is where most creators get stuck because they think they need to come up with original ideas constantly. Wrong approach entirely. The smartest creators use systematic methods to identify winning topics that are already proven to work. Start with an AI writing tool like ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini. Use a prompt like, "Generate 50 beginner-friendly finance video ideas that solve real problems people search for on YouTube." Focus on budgeting, saving money, side hustles, investing basics, and debt management. Each topic should be explainable in under 10 minutes. Once you get that list, don't use it blindly, narrow it down. Look for topics that solve one very specific problem. For example, how to save $500 in 30 days will always outperform vague ideas like money tips. Clear problems are easier to click, easier to watch, and easier to monetize. Then take those ideas and search them directly on YouTube. Look at what's already working, read the comments. Pay attention to what people are confused about. That's not copying, that's letting the market tell you exactly what it wants next. A huge shortcut here is using TubeBuddy's free keyword explorer. Look for finance keywords with decent search volume and moderate competition. Those are your low-risk, high-upside topics. This is the step that separates watchable from forgettable. Step 2 is script creation, and this is where most people mess up. They ask AI to write the entire script at once, and it comes out generic and robotic. Instead, start with an outline. Hook, problem, explanation, steps, and takeaway. Then write each section separately. When prompting the AI, tell it exactly who the viewer is. For example, explain this to someone who is new to investing and afraid of losing money. That single instruction dramatically improves tone and retention. Always include examples. Don't just explain concepts. Show outcomes. Instead of defining compound interest, show how someone could earn an extra $1,000 over 10 years by changing one habit. Specifics are what make finance content feel real and trustworthy. Before we move to visuals, here's something that surprised me when I first started researching this model. Some creators running faceless channels aren't posting one video per week. They're posting 3 to 5 videos per week using AI-assisted workflows. One channel testing this strategy uploaded around 60 videos in 4 months and ended up with more than 1 million total views across the channel. That's the real advantage of this system: speed and consistency. And once you understand the workflow, creating videos becomes far easier than most people expect. Here's where retention quietly skyrockets. Step 3 is visual creation. This is where your video either feels professional or amateur. Canva's free version is more than enough for most finance visuals. Use charts, progress bars, timelines, and simple animations. A simple rule to follow is never leave the same visual on screen for more than 5 seconds. Even small changes like animated numbers or highlighted text reset attention and keep viewers watching longer. Your visual should also match emotion. Serious topics like debt should feel calm and grounded. Wealth-building topics should feel upward and optimistic. That emotional alignment matters more than people realize. A good example of this approach is channels that explain topics using simple animated charts and visual timelines. Some of their most successful videos are nothing more than moving numbers, simple graphics, and clear narration. Yet, those videos regularly pull hundreds of thousands of views because viewers stay engaged the entire time. When visuals carry the story, viewers don't feel like they're being taught. They feel like they're discovering something. This part surprised me the first time I tested it. Step 4 is voiceover generation. Modern AI voice tools like 11 Labs, Play HT, and even some voices inside CapCut now sound incredibly natural. 11 Labs free tier alone is enough to produce multiple videos per month. The key is writing for listening, short sentences, natural pauses, occasional silence. A script written for reading feels rushed when spoken. A script written for listening feels confident and clear. Once all the pieces are built, the final 3 steps turn this into a real YouTube system. Now everything starts coming together. Step 5 is editing. Use a free editor like DaVinci Resolve or an online editor like Clipchamp. Focus on pacing, move quickly between ideas, but slow down when explaining numbers or steps that matter. Background music should feel professional and neutral. YouTube's audio library has thousands of free tracks that are safe for monetization. Here's how this actually reaches people. Step 6 is optimization. Your title, thumbnail, and description need to work together. Titles should promise one clear benefit. Thumbnails should be simple and emotionally clear. Descriptions should summarize the video naturally and include timestamps. That combination helps both viewers and the algorithm understand exactly what your video delivers. Let me slow this down for a second. This system works because YouTube rewards clarity and consistency more than personality. Most people quit before their 10th video. If you simply follow this process consistently, you're already ahead of the majority of creators. Imagine someone searching, "How do I save $500 fast?" They find a short, clear video showing the exact steps with visuals explaining the process. That viewer doesn't care who made the video. They care that the explanation finally made sense, and that's exactly what this model delivers. This is where momentum really builds. Once you batch content, everything changes. One day for scripts, one day for visuals, one focused session for voiceovers and editing. Suddenly you can produce weeks of content in just a few days and stay consistent without burning out. And this is where it turns into real money. Finance content monetizes extremely well. Ads, affiliate tools, email lists, and digital products can all work together. Even small audiences convert when the problem is urgent and the solution is clear. A budgeting video might recommend a budgeting tool or free template. An investing video might link to an educational platform. You're not selling, you're helping. The opportunity in finance content has never been bigger, and the barriers have never been lower. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need expensive equipment. And you definitely don't need to show your face. You just need a clear system and the consistency to run it. If this video helped you understand how faceless finance channels work, make sure you subscribe. On this channel, we break down real YouTube growth strategies, AI workflows, and faceless content systems anyone can start. And in the next video, I'll show you how creators are using AI before and after transformations to generate viral videos that pull millions of views. I'll see you there.